This is Ralph from Skull Crush. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the P365 Fuse.
Now this is a pretty interesting addition to the 365 lineup. Sig's already taken what's already a hugely popular platform and made some significant upgrades, some that make good sense and others that may spark some debate. Skull Crush Inc. is not a sponsored channel. I don't work for Sig Sauer, I'm just giving you my thoughts based on handling, shooting, and taking a closer look at the gun myself. So let's dive in. The first thing you're going to notice when you pick this up is the stippling on the grip. It's got this honeycomb-like texture that feels pretty aggressive, but it's not overly rough. It locks into your hand really well without being uncomfortable. That's a big deal for control, especially when you're running higher round counts with sweaty hands. For those of you that found the standard P365 grip a little too slick, this is a big improvement. It reminds me of the custom stippling jobs you might see on higher end carry guns. Moving up to the slide, Sig went with deep aggressive serrations on both front and rear. You can really get a solid grip on these, whether you're doing a press check or racking the slide under stress. The depth of these serrations is something I wish I saw on more factory guns. It's a small change, but I think it makes a big difference when you're handling the gun. Especially if you were in wet or cold conditions. Can you imagine if your hands were cold and numb? I think these slide serrations would actually help you if you had to do a reload in that situation. I do like the 4.3 inch barrel on the Fuse. That's a little longer than what you get with a standard P365 model, and it's right in that sweet spot for balancing velocity, accuracy, and concealability. A longer barrel means better ballistic performance, especially if you're carrying defensive ammo, which is a little hotter than range ammo. You're going to squeeze a little more velocity out of each round. That's always a plus. So this model comes with fiber optic sights. You get a bright, high visibility front sight that makes target acquisition super fast. It's a nice advantage in daylight or not totally dark but lower light shooting. But if you're running this for carry, you may want to swap these out for night sights or something with a lower profile. These type of sights are made to co-witness with an optic, so they're a little taller. The sharper edges combined with the extra height sometimes snag a little bit if you're using a leather holster that wasn't cut for suppressor height sights. So just keep that in mind if you're planning on ordering a holster for this. You may want to order it with suppressor height sights, just to make sure you get a smooth draw. The Fuse comes with a flat face trigger. It has a consistent, predictable pull, and I wouldn't say a crisp break because there's a little bit of creep, but a decent break. I'd say it's on par with the rest of the P365 series. Flat face triggers tend to look better in my opinion, and for some shooters they can actually improve accuracy to some extent. Although I prefer a flat face trigger, I personally don't benefit from a boost in accuracy. I shoot flat and curved triggers about the same. It's not the lightest trigger in the world, but it's not supposed to be. It's tuned for carry and defensive use. I wouldn't want anything too light for concealed carry anyway, especially without a manual safety. The Fuse has an optics ready slide, and it has the Shield RMS-c footprint, so you don't need an adapter plate if you're running something like the Holosun 407K, 507K, or Romeo X Compact. You can just mount it directly. I like seeing this kind of direct mount option because it keeps the optic lower to the bore and closer to the iron sights. At the time I picked up this one, I had the option of getting the one that comes with a Romeo X Compact, but I knew I wanted the Holosun, so I just ordered it as you see here today. I'll do an accuracy comparison video once I have the Holosun mounted. Let's talk about mag capacity. This gun ships with two 21 round magazines and a flush fit 17 round mag, which is pretty wild for a gun with a grip this small. You're getting near full size capacity in a slim concealable package, and I think it makes it a strong competitor against other compact carry guns. I said flush fit, but I guess the 17 round magazine does extend slightly past the grip, but that's fine. It's not much, and it's not enough to compromise on concealability. You can still hide this gun easy, and when you're talking about the ratio between size and mag capacity, it's still better than the other compacts and micro compacts out there. I'll do a quick field strip, which is all you would need to do before basic maintenance and cleaning. By the way, I do have a cleaning video for the P365 series. I'll leave a link in the description if you need it. Field stripping the P365 Fuse is just as simple as other P365 models. First, make sure it's completely unloaded, no magazine, and no round in the chamber. Then lock the slide back. Rotate the takedown lever. Then pull the slide off the frame. No need to pull the trigger for disassembly. So here's what we're looking at. This is the 4.3 inch barrel we talked about earlier. The feed ramp doesn't seem to be polished, but it is really smooth. I don't feel any jagged edges. Rifling looks great, but it is a little dirty in there. Coming from the factory, it's usually like that. I'll take care of that when I clean this. There's the crown. I don't know if the camera's focusing on that, but that's nice. Nice smooth finish on the entire barrel. I don't feel any rough edges. Nicely machined. It has a full-length dual-captured recoil spring, which helps with recoil management and makes follow-up shots a little smoother. I have shot the Fuse before, but not this particular one. The one I shot before is my neighbor's. After I shot his, I decided to pick one up. If you're wondering, yes, it does have a different recoil spring than the other 365 models. I'm not going to remove the FCU today, but it does have the modular chassis system. If you ever want to swap frames, you've got some customization options, similar to the standard 365, 365 XL and macro. I'll probably do another video later comparing this to the 365 standard or 365 XL, maybe even the macro, I'm not sure yet, but I can say that the frame on the Fuse is definitely an improvement over the other models. The other ones weren't bad, but this one really seats into my hand perfect, is the best way I can describe it. I couldn't ask for a better grip than that. Not only does this feel amazing, but wow, this gun holds 17 rounds, almost flush fit. Can't beat that. If I decide to use this as a daily carry, I'm going to use the 21 round mag as my backup mag in a single mag pouch. Because the Fuse is so light and so thin, I have no doubt that I'd be comfortable all day wearing this, even with the 21 round backup magazine. And if I really want to go lightweight, I'll go with an ammo like maybe Underwood's 68 grain Extreme Defender. When I'm loaded with that type of ammunition, sometimes it feels like the magazine is actually empty. So combine this gun with a lightweight ammo and a really good holster, you got a recipe for success. You know how it is, if the gun's not comfortable, you're not going to want to carry it. You're going to come up with excuses of why you're not going to take it with you that day. Oh, I'm just going down the street. I'm just going to the store. I'm not going to need it. So do I recommend the Fuse? Yeah, definitely. If you want something lightweight, slim, good capacity with good looks, why not? Pick one up. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel and visit skullcrush.com.